For my academic case study, I chose ADHD. This is the case that talks about Gabe. He's a young boy that transfers into Miss Susan's second grade classroom in the middle of the year. At first, she notices that he is super energetic. At recess, he's running around, making friends. He doesn't seem to get tired. In the classroom, she notices that his performance is not as well as the others. He is really messy. Although he completes some of his homework, he doesn't turn it in because he forgets to. He gets up just to sharpen his pencil, throw away something, just finds any excuse to get up and talk to his friends. She starts to find ways to help him out. She asks him to pick out a book to read to her, and she notices that he doesn't necessarily read the words. He kind of creates his own story by looking at the pictures, and he gets distracted really easily. So then she covers up the pictures and asks him to read that book again, which he does, and he does wonderful. So then she's more into detail about what's going on with him. He's driving her insane. She starts to punish him, isolating him from the rest of the classroom in the back, but he finds any way to talk. I mean, whether it's gestures, facial expressions, anything just to talk to his friends. So then she reaches out to a special education teacher from the school and asks her if she can observe Gabe and see what she thinks about his behavior. She does. She starts to note down the times that he focuses on an assignment, the times he takes to talk to people, which what she was observing him, he tried to talk to her and get distracted. They finally call a meeting with the parents, which at first they want to learn what the dad said, because he said that he would punish him if he wasn't doing what he was supposed to. Well, then they were alarmed by that, but then Mom said that he acts exactly like his dad when he was young. And then another thing was Dad said that no matter what time he gets home from work, he plays with Gabe outside, because if he's busy, he stays out of trouble. Then that kind of alarmed the teachers, and they suggested for them to maybe take him to a doctor to get tested for ADHD. The dad was in denial. He was upset because he didn't want his child in those kinds of drugs, and Mom was kind of crying. She didn't want his child in drugs either. What I got from this case is I understand that there's parents out there that don't want their child on drugs or medications, but I have ADHD, and when I was younger, I had a hard time in school. I was messy. I couldn't focus. Even though I tried to focus, I couldn't focus. It's not that I chose not to, but my parents were also in denial, and they didn't want me to be in medicine because it would affect me growing up. Finally, when I got to 8th grade, they realized that I actually needed to be tested. I actually needed help because I was failing my classes. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't listening. I would listen, but I wouldn't catch the information. So finally I got tested and I got put on ADHD medicine, which is a lifesaver. I can understand things now. I can connect. I can extract that information the teacher's given me. I can stay more focused. I don't get distracted like I used to. I would be in a classroom and I would hear a side conversation, and immediately my attention would go to that conversation instead of doing my work. The problem is the child has behavior issues. He's not paying attention. He's failing his classes, and there's nothing else the teacher can do because he's hyper all the time. And I think the solution would be for him to go get tested at a doctor's office and see if they can put him in medication to help control that hyperactivity, and he can actually focus in school, because he actually does like school and he actually likes to be there. So I think this will help the situation, and the parents should come to an agreement and realize that this is something that could help their child and not damage them.